All right, it's Bill at ROCKNPOD still. We're winding down the day. Are you tired?
I'm getting there,
Getting
but
tired.
I just maybe another beer and I'll have a second wind.
I got Chris from Blackwood. They're a local band here in the area. We met you guys a couple of years ago.
Yes.
And very impressed. I have that CD in my car.
Thank you.
I don't have very many CDs in my car, but I have that CD in my car.
Not many people do anymore.
That's right.
That's saying something.
I play the damn thing, I'm telling you. That's the good part. I get in the car by myself and I crank that up. It's a good stuff.
I'm just saying the audio sounds better with the physical media. I don't care if it's a CD or vinyl. It's better than streaming. Grab the CD.
It is.
Spin it.
I like. Yeah. So a wise man once said to me that I don't like the vinyl. I don't really like the vinyl because of the vinyl. I like the vinyl because of where it takes me.
I love that.
And the memories it brings back.
Yeah.
Which happened to be a Mr. Simmons that you probably know as well. That reminded me of that when I was asking for an autograph. And he said, that sounds like shit, right? I'm like, well, not really, but anyway, it was very funny. And he didn't end up signing the record. He ended up signing something else, so it was kind of funny. But I think that people still putting out vinyl and stuff like that is really, really cool.
Yeah.
But
there's kind of a resurgence coming.
It's an absolute resurgence.
Yeah.
I mean, here at the expo, there's like
they overtook CD sales for the first time.
They did
in
last
forever,
year.
right?
Yeah, in like 20 years or something like that, which is crazy.
That's saying something.
It is saying something. You can do that. So we got it. Where's your vinyl?
Well, we're trying to grow now.
Okay.
We're trying to grow. You got to grow a little bit before you can get a special small batch pressing of vinyl.
Yeah, those are really cheap, I'm sure, the small batch presses. Can you print 100 copies for me? Yeah, it'll be $2 billion.
Yes.
Or you can print...
Would you like to take a third mortgage out on your house to cover the cost of that?
Exactly. We were going to buy a new tour bus or a tour van, but now we're just going to buy 50. We're going to buy 50 albums,
50 vinyl records, and we'll make 20 cents off of each one.
There you go. That's still more than you're going to make off the downloads.
That's
That's
true.
You gotta weigh that, right?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I think is a complete sin. You guys should be getting paid a shit ton more money than you're getting paid off downloads. That's just ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy. It's been crazy for years. It's not going to change, but it is ridiculous.
It's wild that we've trained ourselves as a society that art should be free. I want my movies streamed for free. I'll pay a monthly subscription. And honestly, the consumers, we're at fault. We're at fault for doing that. We decided that we would rather pay $15 a month for a subscription, whether it be audio or video, and be able to have access to everything under the sun versus paying $15 for one record. Yeah. I've been guilty of that too before. I think artists just need to fight a little bit harder to push quality content out, and then they'll get those add-on sales of the shirts and the hats.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
Absolutely.
It makes more work, and sometimes it might feel like it's not fair that you got to work so hard, but nobody ever promised us that being a musician was going to be easy. If anything, they said it was going to be the hardest thing that we was ever going to do in our life.
Yeah, I've never heard. You're 100% right. I've never heard anybody say, "Oh, this is going to be easy. You're going to do great. And you're going to blow up in the first year. Don't worry."
Yes.
I've never heard that story before.
No, it's always, "Hey, I think I want to be a musician, Dad." "Oh, son, don't."
Why? Is there anything else you'd like to do? But that's here nor there, whatever. So what do you guys got going on? You got something new coming out? You working on some stuff?
We do. So we just did a show on Thursday in preparation for today's ROCKNPOD, and we actually premiered our new single that just released yesterday called One Track Mind.
Oh, nice!
And it is we just released it with Cameron Jane of Jane and the Killer Queen. She's here today touring the interviews. Phenomenal female vocalist. We did a duet. We were thinking about for this event. We wanted to have something to sell for it, and she was the first vocalist that came to mind, and she knocked it out of the park. It's the very first time I've ever collaborated with another singer as far as writing lyrics and writing.
It's truly
it was a very kind of a vulnerable moment for me as a lyricist, because I'm really proud of my lyrics and I kind of keep them close to my chest until it's time for David to post the song online. I go, okay, here's the lyrics. So it was humbling and it was vulnerable, but she knocked it out of the park. So if you go on to any streaming platform, you can find One Track Mind, Blackwood featuring Cameron Jane.
Awesome. I'm downloading that bad boy when we get done.
It's catchy, man. You're going to be listening to it over and over.
So.
That's true.
But I will as soon as I can. Yeah. What else? So, you guys are from the area here.
Yes, sir.
So it's
from
changed
Nashville.
over the years. We talk about that a lot. We talk about that sometimes when you're on the show. Is it getting? Are things getting easier for you guys to get shows and get booked and stuff and things like that? Are you starting to see some success? And because I know you've been around for a couple of years, and you know, like I said, every time we've seen you and listened to it, it's awesome. So
I appreciate that. I would not say that it's getting easier in this area, and I don't know that it ever will. It's hard to find an opening and to find your slot and to prove yourself. It's just there's just so much talent.
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
hard.
true.
It's hard to find a place along with all this talent. I mean, you can look around this room. There's so much talent in here. So right now, our focus, we want to play hometown. We want to play Nashville and the surrounding areas, Murfreesboro. But while we wait for the right venue and the right gig opportunity to arise, while we're fighting for that, we're also reaching out to the surrounding states, and we're going to be playing in Murfreesboro coming up June 20. I believe it's Sunday the 22nd with Jane and the Killer Queens at the Vinyl Lounge in Nashville. And then in July 25th, we're going to be we're going to Georgia for the first time. We're going to play Atmosphere in Atlanta with Valkyrie's Fire that's here today. So we're going to do that on the 25th, and then we're working out. We've got a venue put the next day on hold in Alabama I can't remember the name of the town. It's in Alabama. We'll figure it out. But we're still waiting on some of the bands to confirm before we start talking about that show.
Well,
but
that's good though. I mean, at least you guys
we're
are
branching out.
Branching out. Yeah.
Anything within 5 to 6 hours. We want to find a club. I don't care if it's a theater or if it's a bar that's got a nice stage. We just want to spread the word and get more people to listen to us and tell their friends about us. Yeah,
I just had an idea pop in my head. You're going to think this is crazy, and it won't. I mean, I don't know how to actually figure it out. But we have in Nashville, Indiana.
Do you really?
Yeah. So and it
I knew there was a couple Nashvilles. I didn't know there was one in Indiana.
And it's 15 minutes from our house, 20 minutes from our house. Whatever.
Okay.
They have a couple of venues. One's a smaller venue. It holds 500, 600, 700 people.
Okay.
It's a playhouse kind of thing. Very cool.
Yeah.
They have bands there and tribute bands and different stuff like that. So very cool. And they also have about a 2,000 seat area as well. And the 2,000 seater has a lot of people coming through it.
Yeah.
It would be great to get some of you, because it's only 4 hours.
Yeah.
So it'd be great to get some of you guys, Lost Circus, some of the other bands, to come up there and play like a little 3-band set. Nashville to Nashville. That would be badass.
That's a good idea,
I got to
Bill.
figure this out, dude. I'm telling you, it just bumped in my head.
You might have just struck gold with that one.
I think I might have. I gotta call somebody when we get back.
Yes.
I could pull that off. That'd be sweet.
Nashville to Nashville.
I think there's and Bloomington is just not far from there either. So I think I'm telling you, I'm like on it. We'll talk after.
We'll talk after.
I'm all excited now. But yeah, it was great seeing you guys today.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
I'm like I'm completely lost. So we better wrap this up.
It's always great to talk to you, man.
But it's been fun, and we'll get you back on again, and we'll talk about getting you up north.
Yeah, that'd be great. But in the meantime, everybody go to blackwoodrock.com, stream our new stuff. We got our album Release Me out now, 7 tracks for the low price of $0 if you subscribe to Spotify or any of those other streaming platforms. And check out One Track Mind with Cameron Jane.
I'm getting that. I'm doing it. I'm telling you, as soon as we hang up. All right, buddy. Take care, man.
Thank you.